What's up? So this is day 4 of Vibe Coding series, and I'll be working on multi-agent orchestration. So I'll show you a brief about what I'm going to do today. Let's go here. So this is the thing I'll be working on. So what I want to do is I want to create a debate reasoning system. Complex decisions need multiple perspectives, devil's advocate, consensus building. So it's a multi-agent system where we'll be using 6 different agents. First one is proposer agent. It argues for a decision like whether this startup funding or hiring or tech choice. And then there's a skeptic agent, like argues against and identifies weaknesses. The data agent pulls evidence, benchmarks, case studies. Ethics agent flags moral, ethical concerns. Economics agent analyzes cost, ROI, opportunity cost. Judge agent evaluates both sides, produces recommendation. So, for example, if a question is should we migrate from Postgres to MongoDB, the proposer says yes because of scalability or flexibility, but the skeptic says no, loses acid, operational complexity, and all those stuff. Data agent shows migration case studies. Economist calculates cost of migration versus current tech debt. The judge gives the recommendation. If no, then if you can solve scalability with sharding, yes. If you need schema flexibility. Interview angle is like for during interviews, it's like we can tell them we built an adversarial multi-agent system for major decision making, produced balanced analysis showing all sides, used by leadership for tech decisions, reduces bad calls by 40%. And the tech stack we are using is LangChain, not Claude. I won't be using Claude, I'll be using a local Llama 3.2 and structured output parsing. So I have written here like I want to use Llama 3.2 for doing this. Okay, so let's start with this project. Actually, this is a high level overview. Like you're building an AI multi-agent system that takes a complex decision question and has 6 specialized AI agents argue it out, then produces a balanced recommendation. So the flow is like user question, then proposer agent talks, then skeptic agent, then data, ethics, economist, judge. Then after that a structured recommendation is given. So let's start working on this. The tech stack we will be using is Llama 3.2, TypeScript, Zod, Context 7, no UI or visualization. Okay, let's and the output will be shown in a CLI code. Like there won't be a website or any API. Just we just have to run the code and it will show us. It will start printing all the outputs what they talked, and in the end the answer is given. So let's start doing this. The step one is setuping it and dependencies. Open VS Code, open this folder. Okay, debate system. We selected this folder. Now npm init dash y dot TypeScript. Why are we using TypeScript? I want to use Python. I don't want to use TypeScript. I want to use Python. Okay, so now it's done. Now we can go here, open a new terminal, UV init. Next is almost always when you're creating a project, it should start with UV init. Then UV when activate this virtual environment first, and after that we add a requirements.txt file first. and then add all these things: request, pedantic, and python.env. Okay, and after that create a .env file. .env. Okay, so in that .env we'll just add these two things. Then we have to create a folder structure. Okay, src. In src, view file underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py. Okay, now it's done. Now let's add requirements. Txt. Done. Let's go next. Okay, so first what we are doing, type definitions and agent contracts. So using pedantic we'll be creating base models. First is agent response, second is debate result, third is llama request base model. So let's see what this does. Agent response, each agent returns name, stance, reasoning, and bullet points. Okay, final output with all 6 agents plus recommendation. Okay, these are all the agents: proposer, skeptic, data, ethics, economist, judge, and then final recommendation. Okay, and llama request, format for calling your local llama. There's model, there's prompt, there's stream, there's temperature. Why? Let's see why we need this. Why do we need this code? Why is it important? And what is the use of pedantic? Without them, agents return messy strings. With them, you get structured, validated data. Okay, without type, there's chaos. Like LLM call, argue for this. Well, I think we should do it because scalability and stuff. Now what? Parse with regex. Guess what's in there? We type clean response. For proposer agent stands for okay. Reasoning, horizontal scaling enables 10x growth. Key points, proven analytics. Now you know what fields exist. ID, autocomplete works, zero ambiguity. Okay. Pedantic is for data validation plus serialization library. So what it does is it validates, checks llama responses, matches the schema, turns JSON into Python objects automatically. If llama returns garbage, Python catches it immediately. Pedantic catches it immediately. Okay, fails first. Converts back to JSON when you need to save or print. Okay, so example is like, let's say agent name is proposer, scales well, key points are fast and cheap. Raw. Now pedantic validates plus converts. Agent response star star raw works. Now try invalidate. Bad equal to agent proposer stance maybe. Reasoning I don't know. IDK should be for, against, or neutral. Yeah. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. Let's create this file. Types right. Okay, so we're creating agent classes, src agents.py, import request, import JSON from typing import list, src types import agent response, class debate agent. Okay, this debate agent we have to create. Then we call llama, then try API generate, then pass response, extract JSON from llama output. Okay, this llama output is given. Okay, and then proposer agent, and then ethics agent, and then judge agent. Okay, all these agents we are creating agent classes. Let's create a agents.py. We'll understand it slowly. First we'll just paste it and see properly. Okay, explain me the use of agents.py, and also explain me everything line by line. Okay, each agent is a class that talks to llama 3.2, asks a specific question for a specific perspective, gets back structured data, returns it in a consistent format. Think of it like hiring six specialists, each one has their job. Okay, now we are getting the reference from the pedantic model. We created agent response from typing import list. What each does: request makes HTTP call to your local server. JSON passes JSON responses from llama. Type hint for Python lists, and the schema we defined. So the base class is debate agent. So init is constructor, runs when you create an agent. Okay, agent is created when we call this. Then self.endpoint where your llama lives, your local server address, self.model which model to use llama 3.2. All agents inherit this, so they all know how to reach llama, calling llama. So next is model self.model self, and prompt is string. Prompt to EU, stream is false, temperature is 0.7. Which model the question or instruction is sent? False. Wait for full response, don't stream. Okay. And then try response request dot post API generate. What happens? Request dot post sends HTTP post to llama server. Self endpoint. This is the LLM API endpoint, for example. Okay. And JSON payload. Okay, that works. Um, if llama returns an error, then it crashes. Otherwise, extracts just the text response for llama's JSON output. Okay, and parsing also is the same. Okay, parsing response. Returns text with JSON embedded in it. Okay, between these two curly braces, we have to extract everything, just the JSON. And the raw text, the answer is agent underscore name proposer. Hope that helps. Convert JSON string into Python dictionary. Inherits the debate calls. Gets call underscore llama and parse underscore response for free. Every proposer agent has this name. Okay. Inherits from debate agent. Okay, so all of these agents, judge agent, sorry, not judge agent, economist, proposer, skeptic, and which other we had? Proposer, skeptic, data agent, ethics agent, and economist agent. These are all inherited from debate agent only. Okay. Okay, this is the JSON output we will get from um, after he has after the proposer has given an answer. Okay. Okay, then the judge agent is a special agent. Okay, talks all other agents' responses as input, takes. Okay, so what's the code? F name resp dot reasoning for name comma resp in all arguments dot items. Okay, okay, got it. Okay, all of these agents are done. Let's go to the next step. Now we are creating the orchestrator. This is what handles all these agents. It's an orchestrator agent, so it directs where to go. And there's a certain number of times you can loop your okay, orchestrator.py. Okay, so we are taking all of them from src.time class debate orchestrator. Another recommendation, then debate result is given, and then question, proposer response, economist response, everyone's responses, and the final recommendation are stored here, and then the result is returned. Okay, all of this is done, and then we'll see the next step what it is. Is there a loop, like how many times you can run the loop? I don't think so. Run, we'll just see. Llama endpoint, Okay, we just get the orchestrator, we get the llama, and then we run the orchestrator, and after that get the result from the orchestrator and print debate result. That's it, I guess. Okay, now all we have to do is terminate, run it. Huh? Hmm. Okay, we'll run uv index.py, copy this, paste this, and see. There's an error actually. I think it's an error from. Let's just put this thing here. Okay, bro. Okay, orchestrator.py from src dot types to src dot models. Okay, but that doesn't work, right? Wait, let me see what the issue is. I'll just put it in. Schemas.py. When did you? Okay, index.py, orchestrator.py, agents.py, types.py. Okay, let's just change that thing then. We just have to rename this as schemas.py. Okay, and then yeah, save this. We'll see if it works or not. No module named src. Hello, hello. ఏంలే తిన్నా చేస్తున్నా లైవ్ చూడు ఓకే ఏమి ఏమి మ్మ్. మ్మ్. ఓకే okay, there's no module named src, right? So we just do from schemas from orchestration. I think that's it. No module named src. Where is it, bro? Oh, from src. Okay, remove this. It should work. You see this? Now it's working. Okay. The problem is I didn't start Olama. So okay. Let's start. Using Olama serve. Yeah, this is the way. So we just change that thing. Okay. Okay. Let's try. So the debate question is, should we migrate from Postgres to MongoDB? Now it's working fine. It should work, isn't it? Okay. It's already running. Scalability, flexibility, and cost effectiveness. Okay. Then skeptic says migrating Postgres to MongoDB would lead to a loss of data integrity and consistency. MongoDB's, and then data analyst says agent name is data, stance is neutral, evidence is inconclusive. Okay, economist is also neutral. Data analyst is also neutral. Okay, so based on all the recommendations, we see that when they are migrating to under the following conditions. The application data is primarily unstructured or semi-structured and can be effectively stored in MongoDB's documented-oriented model. The application does not require strong transactional guarantees or strict data normalization, which are inherent advantages of Postgres relational database design. The scalability needs of the application can be met by MongoDB's high performance capabilities and ability to handle big data. So the thing is, like, if these conditions are met, migrating Postgres to MongoDB may offer improved scalability, flexibility, and cost. However, it is crucial to carefully evaluate the potential risks to data integrity and consistency. To mitigate these risks, okay, all these things are taken into consideration, and so the judge is saying yes, we should definitely migrate under some conditions. So I think that it's working fine, but the only problem I have is we have to see what the prompts are. Okay, now this proposer agent skeptic. Okay, I have a doubt about the data agent. Okay, it's working fine, but what I want to know is, where is the data agent getting information from? Okay, it's making stuff up. Llama has no access to Google search. That is true. So, can we use MCP server instead of data agent to find out some details in Search. Yes, perfect idea. Use MCP servers to do actual web research. So what we do is, instead of data agents llama call with MCP, we can replace it with MCP web search tool. Like suppose, which MCP tool is it using? Okay, here's the issue. Python is complex. You request to call a web search API. Okay, yeah, DuckDuckGo is a good one. Add to data agent. Do you want actual MCP integration, more complex but cleaner? Simple web search. Yeah, simple web search, bro. Actually, we just need a simpler web search. Yeah. Okay. Now we copy this stuff. Okay. We got this. We go to the data agent, class data agent. We just change this agent. Okay. So we use duckduckgo.com as the MCP URL. But okay, no authentication is needed. We'll see how it works out after we run this thing. Let's see what our data agent does. No relevant tasks, information found in search results. Why, bro? Go free API. Okay, so let's do. I don't know which one I should use, but I'll just see. Search NGX, we'll see. Sear NGX. We can use Wikipedia instead. Okay, I'll just change the search. Let's see if this works or not. Again, it's saying no search results. We wanted to find something. How about we try Wikipedia one? I mean, since it suggests there's no harm in doing that, I guess. Where's this data agent? Data agent, data agent, data agent. Okay, let's see if it works. I don't know. Let's see if the data agent works now or not. You see this? They started searching, but there's no insufficient data. Okay. Instead, what we can do is, um, I'll just say it's not working. Is there any other alternative? Let's check this documentation. But someone called me. When? Water football. No. Okay, let's see if requests is installed or not. Yeah, request is installed. See your endpoint. How do I get the endpoint from there? Let's check. Git clone. Let it get downloaded. So just clone sources and start hacking right now. That is done. For the developer environment, visa on place is recommended. What is that?
It's good. It's good. Your sounding is really strong. I really appreciate that. I don't have any problem with that. But my question is like you claim that you have like 5 years of experience in the LLM or AGI and Gen AI everything. So you said only 3 years of experience. So why you didn't say like you didn't. Yeah, okay, okay. Let me stop you there again. I mean, as I told you,
What's up?
technical specialist and technical
Okay,
knowledge I have. Without that, you are any candidate. You are pretty much strong.
so I think this is
My
downloaded.
question is simple. You claim like 5 to 6 years of experience, but here I can only see 3 years of experience. You gave me that. So I mean, I understand. Usually, this kind of things happens. Like you forgot to
Let's just
you did not update your resume. Like what happened? What happened? That's pretty much. That's a simple question. So you don't need to explain what is LLM, what
how
RAG,
do
what
I
Gen. That totally
start
you have very good
search
and you are sounding technically strong.
XNG
I don't have any problem with that. My
in
question is why did you say
system?
like you only need 3 years? Why? Nice. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. And one more thing, I have only one concern. Like you presented long chains and Azure OpenAI services in your second project, right? Which was there in 2019. So my concern is those things what you claim you worked on didn't keep in until 2013. So just change that and let's start with that. Okay, I think Ali Murli, so we'll wrap it up and yeah, you take it. Yeah, okay. Nice talking to you. All right, all right.
Okay, so the Docker is running. Let's just run this code and see if it works or not. Okay, okay, it's done. If we go to this, it should be visible. Nah, it's not working.
కంప్లీట్ చేసామా
Should work, right?
బాగానే చేసామా కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ చూసుకో నేను అడిగాను కాబట్టి అంతేలే కానీ యూజువల్లీ అడగరు వాళ్ళు మరీ సోది మామూలు వేసినోళ్ళని తప్ప అంత గౌరవంగా అడగరు సో
Let me just run this here.
సో బేసికలీ నీకు
There's an error.
ఫెయిల్యూర్ సెక్షన్ యూజ్ చేసుకో ఫెయిల్యూర్స్
I don't think this is working anymore. Just delete it.
కాబట్టి ఎడ్జ్లో
Even search
బ్రౌజర్లోనూ ఫాంట్ సైజ్
ngx is xng is not working.
ఎక్కువ ఏఐ రిలేటెడ్
Any other alternatives free like Google search or DuckDuckGo search?
నాకు తీసుకోండి వే నాకు ఉంటుంది ఒకటి నాకు ఒకటి డబ్బులు నాకు తీసుకోండి ఫిడా నిత్య మాక్ మీ నా
Let's hope this works. I'm not using XNG. Me going up. Only for the search. Okay, let's go here.
Start bringing my own charger. I should start bringing my own charger. I know. I know you're a dog. No, sir. Oh no. నాకు LangChain అంటే చాలా ఇష్టం రా. నీకు తెలుసా? అదే కదా. అప్పుడు కూడా అదే లేకపోతే నేను ఏమైపోతాను. నేను కూడా అవును మంచిదే సాలరీ కూడా. అవును నేను మొన్న ఫీల్ అయ్యా కూడా చాలా ఒక రోజు నేను వీకెండ్ అంతా మిస్ అయిపోయా ఇప్పుడు ఎలా అని పెద్ద ఫీల్ అయ్యా చాలా సాటర్డే సండే అవును ఏ రోజు
ఒక రోజు రాలే లాస్ట్ వీక్
అవును చూసావు అసలు మెమరీ కూడా చిప్పు కూడా దుబ్బేసింది లేదు బిస్కెట్లు చాక్లెట్ లేదు
Let's hope something comes up. Okay. No, data analyst, they didn't find anything. Find there is a question which relates to if we should choose one over the other, then find the difference in the search. API in the search. Suppose the question is then search difference between keep trying different. Okay. Hmm. Okay, the search tool is not working. I don't know why it's not working, but we have to see what the actual error is. Instead of DuckDuckGo, what else can we do so that it gets appropriate context? Brave Search API. Yeah, we can do this. How about we try option 5? Okay, let's install archives. Axel. Okay, so this is installed. All we need to do is replace DuckDuckGo search with okay. Let's hope it works. CDSRC. It should work, I guess. Main function. Okay, let's try this again. I think this thing is not working, but well, that's how it is. If we had a Google search API, which is not at all free, we could have gotten an answer. Maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, there's no data analyst evidence. Bro, I'm losing my charge. Okay, so I mean, it's okay. Just remove the search stuff for data agent and keep it as it was before. And for this project, let's see what's next. Complete working system we have, but the thing is, what we have to do is, did we use LangChain? No, we didn't use it. We built it from scratch with HTTP pedantic manual orchestration. Adds complexity for simple agent flow. You see exactly what's happening. No framework overhead. Easier to debug. Plain Python. Could we use like, yeah, I mean obviously, is LangChain better here or LangGraph? We can refactor the code to LangGraph if possible, but first we'll just save the project in GitHub. New debate system. Want to save create. Okay, okay. But first, all we have to do is go to git ignore. Just git init. Dot env. Then add dot. Done. Okay. Our project is saved here. All we need to do is add a readme file, which we have already created. Just copy this thing. Where's the readme.md? Paste this here. Save it. Git add dot git comment passion readme added for d1 git push. No, push. Okay, now our file is saved. Let's just see, now it's working. So, but the readme file is too small. Nah, come on, man. Wait. Get a readme file based on everything I did. Switch model to Fable. Fable. Okay, that's totally done. So we have our file. It's done. Let's go back and see. No, we didn't add it to GitHub, right? Git add dot. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so these are the things we did. We tried this, but it didn't work, which is totally fine. No issues. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. We'll do part 2 tomorrow, maybe. We'll try to improve this system. We'll use LangGraph for the next part, and we'll see if we can make any changes to any particular agent slowly. We'll research about it and we'll see what happens, what will work and what will not work. All right, peace.